Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 54 of the Red Force podcast. My name's Eric Tolato. Joining me today is Christian Tolato.
Hello. Upgrade's almost done.
Where things are happening.
Soundproofing's almost done.
We're thinking about it.
Should sound better.
Shit's happening.
Yeah.
Back from the holiday, a little bit of a tan.
Little bit.
Christian, joining us today, special guest, Commodore Laz.
Moshi.
Remember famous, perhaps, for his love of Zoro and everything about swords and samurai?
Another Zoro fanboy, as it were.
So I look forward to we'll go through this chapter. I suspect Orochi might get brought up a few times.
Orochi, yeah.
I suspect Zoro might
He
get
might.
brought up a few times.
He probably
Now,
is.
With all the influx of new people coming to the channel, we appreciate all new people, Christian.
Yes.
But I'm getting questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? Where do I go?
For what?
People want to know how the question corner works. People, if you want your question in the question corner, just put it in the comment section. We'll pull it up. We'll put it in.
That's it.
Easy. You can email me. You can find me on Twitter at Eric Tolato on Twitter.
Yeah.
Send me a question. That's where you can find me. That's where you can get the contacts. If you want to contact me any other time, you can go on Discord. Discord link will be there. And there's also a SoundCloud option for this podcast. The link will be in the description.
Yes.
Now, I believe that's all the housekeeping that we have to talk about.
Now, last week we introduced the soundboard.
Yes.
I would say it was a success.
Okay, people excited about
People
the
excited
soundboard.
about the soundboard.
Yay!
So we got some new ones that might come up.
Well,
They'll come up.
All right.
I'm not going to use them here.
Don't use them quite yet, Christian.
That might come up in the chapter.
Now, Christian, what do we have for the people today?
We have the chapter, we have How Strong is Shanks. We have, topic of the show, Eric's mad about Wano.
Oh, yeah, man might be a bit strong, but we'll go through my problems so far.
We got the power scale, we got the question corner.
All right. One Piece Week, anime aired, Christian. Everyone's
Yes.
excited about the anime.
We got 10 seconds of hype animation with Katakuri throwing around his spear.
Yeah, and
doing
the
cool
rest
stuff.
was just, whatever.
Whatever, classic.
You're watching the anime, Laz.
Yeah, I mean, I just actually caught up to the anime maybe a couple days ago, so I was able to catch Saturday's episode. You know what, man? I gotta say, Toei Animation's been in their bag. They've been phenomenal recently.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how, of course, at least, I can't wait to see how they're gonna, handle the rest of the fight, because now it's getting into a certain portion where I feel like the fight really escalates to the next level. With the whole take off the jacket, I recognize you as my equal. So
Next week is going to be hype. Get ready for next week.
yeah, I cannot wait. That's gonna be great.
So yeah, anime's trucking along. Week breaks here, week breaks there. Christian, we got another week break until the next chapter comes out.
Yes.
So we will be doing Amazon Lily.
Amazon Lily review recap thingy.
That's gonna be a short one.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
We gotta savor the content.
Christian wants to savor the
We gotta
content.
savor the content because we're gonna get a lot of breaks.
Because eventually we'll run out of arcs to recap.
Exactly, we don't want that.
Very true.
We'll see what happens. Now, shall we move into the chapter?
Yes.
Let's go.
Chapter 929. Shogun of Wano,
Yes.
Kurozumi, Orochi. Alright, a lot of Japanese words here.
Alright, Christian struggles with the Japanese words.
Alright, first off, let's talk about the color page.
Oh,
Great color page.
So beautiful.
The hype ninja everyone wants has been found in the color page.
And that's where you will leave them, Christian.
Yeah.
'Cause
Alright.
we're not gonna see him in the actual manga.
Alright, no hype ninja
No hype ninjas.
in the actual story. We got Raizo, we got Shinobu. That's it.
I see a pattern, Christian.
I mean, fat heads, small bodies.
Yeah, weird looking characters in Wano.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to Orochi.
Yeah,
Some people are upset about Orochi.
Oh,
I don't know.
Alright. So first couple pages of the manga, we got Frankie talking to Minatomo,
yeah,
the carpenter expert master guy.
yeah.
Apparently he sold the plans to Kaido's base 10 years ago. Alright, he sold it.
Yeah, Christian.
Yep.
When you designed Kaido's palace,
Yeah,
skulls and all that kind of stuff,
yeah.
then the blueprints, you would imagine Kaido would be like, yo, don't sell them.
Or he would at least keep them.
Yeah, or he would be like, don't...
Yeah, but you know Kaido doesn't give a fuck.
Alright.
Alright, you know he doesn't care. He's just that strong. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they could have the
What are you
plans
gonna
for
do?
my mansion.
Doesn't matter. So apparently he sold them. Alright, so, you know, Frankie starts running around town, you know, Looney Tunes style.
Yeah.
Gets hit in the back of the head, his teeth fly out. All this kind of, you know, wacky stuff.
Can't find him.
Can't find him. He eventually finds out that they are in Kuri.
Yes.
So who has them?
Good.
It's either, in my mind, it's either Ashura Doji or it's Hawkins doing his master plan.
Oh. Or is it Kinnamon's wife, Christian?
Kinnamon's wife.
Yes.
Utsuru.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it's weird. I got a couple picks on my end. Like for me, like I think the Robin Hood character that was introduced. Like you remember when they were talking about the Batosai guy, and then there was the Robin Hood guy who was stealing from the rich, giving to the poor. I think it could be him, but the fact that they were kind of saying like, you know, the face was covered up and stuff. Like again, it might be a small percentage chance. Maybe it could be Killer. Because you have to think that with Kid, you know, having one point being captured by Kaido and stuff, he might have won trying to get the blueprints to the mansion. Also trying to get in there, without knowing that where he is. You know,
could be Hiyori perhaps.
Could be anyway.
Crafting her master plan.
They are in Kuri. That's the one.
But at least we know that they're in Kuri at the moment. So
maybe Hiyori took the money from the old man and bought the blueprints with him.
Who knows? Interesting.
That'd be expensive.
Too good.
All right. So you know, the Meeks have stolen food and weapons and blamed Ashura Doji with a little note.
All right.
That thing was funny. That was hilarious.
Classic Looney Tunes.
It's like we were here.
So they're gonna bait out Ashura Doji.
You know, Itarashi questions if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Probably not.
We see Wanda, Christian. We see Wanda.
So
we were asking the other week, where's Wanda? Is she still on Zoro? She's here now. There you go.
Yeah, she's putting in work.
I mean, you got to assume she's stronger than Karen, so that Sulong form's gonna be.
Christian. All Christian looks forward to is the Sulong form mix. That's all he cares about.
I mean, Nekoroshi and Itarashi, what's gonna happen? Night of the festival. It's gonna go off.
Imagine if they're healthy, like if they had all their like limbs still intact. My God, they put on a performance. They still probably will, but man,
it's gonna be insane. The whole Ming tribe in Sulong.
Yeah, we'll have a Christian. We'll have to wait and see.
All right, who can control it? Who can't control it? All that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, we'll see it. All right, so we now head over to Zoro. Finally, we get to see Zoro. Zoro is with some weird leech guy.
Yeah.
The sycophant, they call him.
Yeah.
He talks Zoro up, you know, he's handsome. He's good with a sword. He defeated all the swordsmen in the gambling house. He's such a legend. He's a good guy.
This is what I'm talking about.
He's such a weirdo. Alright? Who is this guy? He's hyping up Zoro.
Okay.
Alright?
As he should.
Apparently Zoro would be good with the ladies, but Zoro doesn't care.
Okay. All he cares about is the sword, Christian.
He's the Bushido, alright?
Yep.
That's all he cares about is the sword, the way of the sword. Alright? He's now on his way to Okibora town. Is Zoro on his own so he gets a 1v1?
Christian, if Zoro doesn't go into Kuri and then into the flower capital and it gets lost again, I'm gonna lose it. Alright? What is this, the third time? Yeah, if he doesn't do anything. Come on!
Listen, man. My boy needs a GPS at this point in time, okay?
I mean, he's got this weirdo who could help him out.
I mean, obviously, Oda's stalling, and that's my main problem with Wano at this section. We're stalling.
We'll get to that.
Alright, we'll get to that on top of the show.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Zoro is on his own for a very specific reason.
Oh, of course, it's a plan for Zoro, no doubt.
He has to fight someone. You wouldn't separate him for no reason.
Now, the people out there are speculating because when he runs into Sanji, Christian, he's going to cut Sanji in half.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, that'll be awesome, but...
Laz, where do you fall on Zoro with the Sanji situation and him leaving the crew and all that shit?
I mean, if you be honest, honestly, like... It's crazy because Zoro didn't do anything really with Usopp, the whole situation. He, you know, said, like, you know, if for Usopp to come back to the crew, you got to apologize, you know, make amends. Whereas Sanji, it's like, you know, if they talk about it, I'm pretty certain he'll be like, whatever, like, as long as you knew what you were doing and it wasn't like you overstepping your boundaries. Because obviously, like, if Luffy knew something was up, who were you to call the question, the captain of the crew, if they knew that something was clearly different, right? So I don't see Zoro doing anything. If anything, like, it's going to be made into a gag. Worst comes to worst, or something, whether it's a drunk, you know what I mean?
What I want to see happen, and it warmed my heart, Christian.
Yeah.
Zoro sees Sanji.
Yeah.
We get a little smirk from Zoro. And he says, oh, we didn't need that shitty cook.
Yeah.
And they start getting into a fight. Because Christian, Zoro is a true brother to Sanji.
It's a rivalry. He doesn't literally hate him.
Yes, it's a brotherly love that's going on here, Christian.
Yeah.
He rejects Yonji, Ichiji, Niji,
Yeah.
and picks up his surrogate brother in Zoro.
Exactly.
All right.
The
Yeah,
combatants,
that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
All right, they're gonna fight. That's how it is. It's a rivalry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Honestly, like, you know, like one of the things that for arcs, especially that I look the most forward to is like, you know, when you finish up the arc and there's like the party afterwards at the end. I really do. I don't know if it's ever been done before, but I would love to see something where, you know, we know Zoro loves to drink, Sanji loves to smoke. If we get a transition where one offers to smoke and the other offers to drink, because I don't think it's ever been done.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I want
Instead
to
of hanging out.
Yeah, I want to see like maybe some parallels between his real brothers and Zoro when they meet. Just to put the cherry on top, Christian.
Yeah.
People out there think that Zoro literally hates Sanji.
Yeah.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
Yeah, no, it's a rivalry at the end of the day. I think it's just the fans, you know, putting like the two of each other get together, you know, just to cause a commotion. But no, I'm a fanboy, but I recognize reasoning when it needs to be recognized. So
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. All right.
Yeah.
You can be a fanboy. Just don't go too overboard. You know what I mean? All right.
yeah,
So now we're moving over to Orochi's castle.
Oh, Orochi. Here
Alright.
we go.
hey,
Orochi is sitting with CP9 members.
CP0, Christian. What are you talking
CP0, I misspoken.
CP0.
All right.
Too busy thinking about Rob Lucci.
I'm too busy thinking about Rob Lucci. All right.
That was me too as
Hype.
well, trust.
The hype. All right. The world government has always gotten weapons from Wano.
Yes.
All right. And they now have to deal directly with Orochi now that Doflamingo is gone. All right. So this information makes us realize that the world government doesn't even make their own weapons.
What are they doing, Christian?
World government. All right. I've said this since Reverie. They're incompetent.
Oh, they don't know what they're
They
doing.
don't know what they're doing. Why are they going to a rogue nation
A rogue nation they don't control.
for them to make weapons for them?
They have infinite resources.
What are they doing?
Where's their own weapons factory? What are they doing?
Come on, world government. What are you doing? Now, are you going there for specialty sea stone weapons? No, because we know that we've already got the conversation about the weapons.
Yeah. Doflamingo
just weapons.
sold special weapons made of special metal, alright?
The liqueur
The
metal.
liqueur
whatever.
metal. But,
It's
what
not-
are you doing, Navy? You have infinite resources, you have Vegapunk.
I don't get it.
Where are the weapons?
I don't get it.
Laz, what's going on with these weapons?
What's going on?
Yeah, the situation's a little weird, definitely, because, you know, as you said with Vegapunk and stuff, you figure that they would have enough in their arsenal where they don't have to go to the lengths that they're going to right now. Like, I understand Doflamingo, his connections to the underground, maybe to provide an extra resource that maybe they couldn't get their hands on potentially. And I guess, like, you know, because anyone and everybody is almost connected to the underground at this point. We know with Big Mom, with Kaido and stuff, so anyone has ties. It's a weird thing because we know they were saying in the chapter too, like, you know, we provide battleships, and then he's saying like, oh, next time it's got to be Vegapunk got to provide.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of those weird things where I think this might be like their own little like they want weapons, but I feel like there's something more deeper to it because I was not expecting CP0 first and foremost to even be in this arc until maybe like the very end of the arc. The fact that Oda decided, hey, we're gonna bring him into here now, is kind of throwing a curveball because there's gotta be something underneath the. You know?
Now people,
So
now people that read the spoilers, Christian, and the fake translations, will note that in the fakes, he said he already had a warship and he wants Vegapunk now. Now that is not the case in the official, Christian.
Yes.
He requests a warship, and he wants Vegapunk later at the next deal.
Yeah.
Now this may be a small difference, Christian,
It was massive.
but a massive difference.
Because, like, Vegapunk's not going to be in the arc.
Vegapunk, sure, but I will refer to the other one. The warship he requests. He doesn't have it yet. Alright? This is an in for the Navy to get into Wano.
Exactly.
Oda is laying the pieces on the chessboard.
Send Kizaru. Send him.
It could be a Trojan horse situation.
That's what I'm saying. Is this the way CP0 gets information on Wano,
Yep.
gets a foothold in Wano, so they can then make their master play and take down Kaido?
We get Smoker, we get Tashigi, we get an Ambral perhaps. Greenbull, show me Greenbull.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is this the way the Navy gets into Wano? Because it could be.
Now people, you gotta pay attention to the translations, alright? You gotta think
Yeah.
about the chess pieces on the chessboard.
I mean, alright. After all that talk, we get Orochi's massive statement. He says, and he claims, that all the world government forces couldn't take down Wano and Kaido. Now, what does that say about the Marines?
Laz, what do you think about this statement?
Well, for me, it's like the way I looked at it, and especially comes with Orochi's personality, is that I was always thinking that maybe that he's kind of like too full of himself. But then when he shot at one of the agents, it's like, okay, for you to do that, and like I recognize CP0 as someone you don't mess with, considering the ties, of him and everything. So it's like him doing that. It's like, okay, he's fearless. He ain't got to worry there. But I think it's when him saying about the whole Kaido thing. It's like, okay, say you had the nation, but you didn't have Kaido. Are you keeping that same energy?
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's the thing is, I don't know. Like, obviously now we see the appearance and, it's a 50-50 between the community. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I love it as long as he's keeping the same personality of the character that's already there. Because you can have a gag look. You could still be a great character at the end of the day. So for me, it's like, I like that from him because it's like, again, it's been said for so long. Like, Wano is somewhere where you just don't walk into and try to, like, cause some kind of commotion or anything.
Yeah, well, it's been hyped throughout the entire series to be a dangerous place.
All I have to say is this. Alka is sweaty, alright, when Shanks turns up at Marineford.
Okay.
Why? Because the world government can't compete against the pirates and the emperors.
Alright.
That's factual. Whitebeard almost destroyed the entire Navy forces.
Okay.
With his extended crew. Alright? And we got Kaido healthy, in full form. What are the world government gonna do? Nothing. So people out there think that admirals are on the same level as emperors. That's incorrect.
Alright.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, that says a lot, man. Because a lot of people said like 3 admirals can take down a Yonko, and I mean that was a great debate for once upon a time, and in certain Discord, it's like now it's like,
I think it's like
you have to.
I feel like the consensus on the admiral thing is like 2 take out emperor, but I don't know.
Now it's 3 because
3 is overkill in my opinion. Honestly, like that should be it should happen. Like if you have 3, they're winning. They gotta, because otherwise, like again, Kaido could have just rolled up the Mergewa whenever he wants, just smack people around.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like
he could if he wanted to. But here's the thing. Let's contrast Luffy versus Kaido and Luffy versus Fujitora.
Okay.
Luffy doesn't even use Gear 4 in that fight. He's pushing Fujitora around. Alright?
Yeah.
Fujitora's angry. Fujitora's mad. He wants to capture Luffy.
Yeah.
Alright? Uses the Raging Tiger, all that kind of shit. And Luffy's not really damaged. Neither is Fujitora. But Luffy still put it in work.
Okay.
Now let's contrast that with Kaido. Luffy goes Gear 4, uses everything he's got, except for like King Kong, whatever.
Yeah.
Kaido 0 damage. Kaido one-shots Luffy. Add a Gear 4.
Okay.
A feat no one has been able to do.
Post Whole Cake Island.
Post Whole Cake Island Luffy, which is you could consider stronger than Dressrosa Luffy. So,
I think it's your point is fair, all right?
Yeah.
But perhaps a little bit of hubris on Orochi's part as well.
Sure, you can say that. But the CP0 agree. They don't disagree.
They're sweaty, Christian.
They're sweaty. They're not like, we don't. They know they have to bring the goods to the table because they know Orochi's correct.
Yeah.
They know they can't do anything about it. That's the point of this scene.
But how badly do they want these weapons, Christian?
It's insane. We saw before in a couple chapters ago.
Yeah.
The merchants, the weapons guys talking about who's the new client.
What's this new war they're planning?
It seems like they're planning some kind of war. That's good. That has to do with the clans.
Yeah.
That Gandhi said. Right?
Yeah, well, it's weird because I look at like this whole situation that's going on right now. Because obviously we know like a week's passed right now. We have 1 week left at least until the Fire Festival. Right now, the reverie should have concluded by this time, or at least there's a couple days remaining.
The math is weird. It could either be 5 days since we landed on one, or it could be 7.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking, let's say for example, if it's already concluded, we knew at the reverie there's an incident going on with the Sabo versus and the commanders against the admirals and stuff. And say again, we'll probably find out afterwards, for a flashback or something that Dragon declared war. Like that it happened, and that's probably why they need the weapons, because they got to get ready for the next big battle, which is with Dragon. Yeah, like even though it didn't happen, let's say completely at Mergewa, it's coming up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Next part of the chapter, we actually get Orochi's reveal, and
you get nothing. You lose.
All right. All the people out there that wanted the hype design, they got bodied.
They got bodied, Christian.
They got bodied. All right. Because Oda doesn't play by your rules. All right.
Nah.
Oda doesn't play by the hype rules. Any other show would have some sort of hype character, some hype old man.
Okay.
Oda says no. Oda says you get the gag design. Now, does this mean that he's weak? No.
Absolutely
Hell
not,
no.
Christian.
Hell no.
Confirmed that we have some kind of devil fruit. We don't know.
We
if
can
it's-
see a head come out of his shoulders.
It could be some energy or sludge or whatever, but it might be the Orochi fruit.
Now, I will remind you about 5 chapters ago, when they're talking about Orochi, they say two-sided Orochi.
Yeah.
And we get to see this in this chapter.
Okay.
He's happy, he's excited about the feast. He loves Wano country.
Yeah.
But we also get to see his sinister side with CP0. He's ruthless, but he also likes to have a good time.
Okay.
So that's the two sort of duality of Orochi.
So we see Orochi.
Yeah.
Everyone sees his design.
Yeah.
Laz. King
I love
or
it.
Orochi, alright? King or Orochi? Which one will Zoro fight?
Yeah, oh my god, that's
Which
a
one
tough
do you
one now
prefer?
because here's the thing. For the longest time, personally, I would have loved it to have been the Shogun because I think it just fits well. It's like whoever your top swordsman is in Wano, that's Zoro's fight. And it's like I don't want to hype him and say the design I love it, but it's like now I look at it, it's like okay, probably somebody else within Wano who has a grudge towards his tyranny basically and during his rule will probably end up likely to fight him. So my bet is like again because I have Sanji facing Queen, so I have Zoro versus King in that fight. I could see Zoro possibly fighting the both of them if let's say if Orochi he gets a scuffle in or something because we can't really toss that out of the way. Like he could get still 2 fights. Like everyone could get multiple fights in the arc, but my bet's still on King. But again it depends on where Zoro's going because if he gets lost again, he goes to the Flower Capital. Like I'm still of the mindset that the thing that Yasu talked about, how he was winning the money and stuff from the gambling earlier, and he had won some big cash from the dice game he played. I see this scenario playing out that if he ends up making his way to where Komurasaki and Orochi is, that he might end up having to pay the toll, I guess what it is, to get Komurasaki out.
He must have had to win a lot of money.
I mean, he might. Hey, anything can happen, honestly, at this point. So, I mean, I can see that definitely going out. But if not, then the most likely scenario for Zoro, he's probably gonna end up going in with Law and like Sanji. And then, but
here's the thing: why not give Kinemon the fight against Orochi?
Yeah, I you know what? That's the thing because I've seen a lot of people who've said like Kinemon's like a fodder or like he isn't as impressive as he should be. And I'm thinking to myself, like we having like. Yeah, we have this soul steps. You can't just expect somebody to go bats off the wall, just show off what they got. Like it's slow build. Like I think the slow build helped too in Just Rosa with the whole him having Bushoku Haki. With he was able to imbue it with the sword. So he can do all that. And I think this is prime for when we get the actual battle afterwards. During the one
he's got the most beef with.
He's got the story to back him up. Like he was the guy.
He does.
He's the leader of the Kazuki clan for now. Like he's the main guy. Yeah.
He's essentially a Samurai Jack, like
we have to like come to love Kinemon by the end. So like giving him a good fight with the main villain of the arc should like help him get popular. Because right now he's kind of just nothing.
Yeah, he's kind of just there.
He's kind of just been there in the background for like.
My problem with that is not specifically a Straw Hat. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be there for
it's gonna be hard to give him a 3-chapter fight.
Yeah, but
he feels like Wiper. In this scenario, he does feel like to me like he's like Wiper. Like how when we got first introduced to him, he has a big role in the thing, but he's not a Straw Hat. But still, obviously, has some kind of like connection with the villain afterwards. Like I could see that scenario being for him, but because he's so tied into the alliance and everything, it's gonna be like the next step above what Wiper was.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say about Zoro and Orochi is I'd like to see Zoro get pushed to the limit by this girl.
It would be funny.
It'd be hilarious.
It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. See, that's my thing because it's like obviously I don't see Zoro. For me, again, this is where the fanboy kicks in, but I don't see him losing until the end of the series. But I do want him to be pushed because I feel like he hasn't really had a strong showcase, I guess, for himself to really show what he's about. Like the opponents that he has taken on, it's like there really isn't anyone there to shout for. Pika. The one I remember the one fisherman dude from the octopus guy with the multiple blades. I was just like, come on, like, are we? Yeah. I'm like, it's like, are you serious? Like he one shot Hody Jones. Hody Jones is trash. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on. The second he got beat, he lost all his claims to being good.
Zoro will get his high diff fight.
He will. Yeah.
100%.
I'm certain that the monster trio in general, obviously, like Luffy's a guarantee. With Zoro and Sanji definitely. I think I see this arc being like our Enies lobby, where everyone's gonna go the next step, and they're gonna have like a really big fight in here. So
everyone gets a fight. All right, everyone gets a fight.
Yes.
At least the Straw Hats get a fight. I don't know about everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Laz, are you a fan of the Zoro Demon Eye theory?
I hate it.
You hate it?
Because it's like, what was the need? You know what I mean? It's like if let's say we had the build up for it like prior or something, then I could understand somewhat. But it's like I feel like if it's gonna be thrown in. It's almost like for me, I would love to see his flashback, but it's like at this point, it's like I don't know if we're gonna get more than what we got already, and it'll feel forced. You know what I mean? Just to have it there, just to have it there. It's like nah. Like there has to be steps too. I feel like he'll probably talk about it. It's a battle injury at best. Any demon eye thing, I'm gonna look at Oda the other way. Like
The Sharingan.
yeah, if, the Rinnegan or the Byakugan
Hey,
or
Hawkeye. What else?
oh, man, I would have to think about my new favorite character if that happens.
All right, so just a few like key things in this room we get to see. We get to see a blonde-haired quarter zone. Some people say it's Stussy. I can't tell.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's Stussy because all One Piece females look the same.
That's true, Christian.
Can't
We don't know.
Can't tell if it's Stussy. There are a couple blonde-haired women in that room. Maybe we know the CP0 there, but Stussy was in Reverie, so travel time might be an issue.
Yeah.
But it's been a couple of days, so we don't know.
Yeah.
We also get to see two other guys next to napping.
Yeah.
So are those the other two hype samurai on Orochi's side?
Perhaps, Christian.
We see a guy that kind of looks like a dragon. He's got like white hair,
Yeah.
and a guy with like black hair and a big face.
Yeah.
Could that
Yeah.
be the other two, like kind of like
Tough-
strong
yeah.
people in Orochi's crew?
For the three samurai to fight someone.
Yeah,
That shit would probably I could see that.
'cause they
Even like
get
the guy that
yeah.
I was gonna say the guy on the top left. Top right actually. You can see he looks like Mushu. If you ever watch like Mulan, he kind of has that design going for him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could they be strong? Who knows? They get some battle time.
Also, Orochi has to be like 3 meters tall.
He's
He's a
massive.
big man.
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
He's got
Like
big
even
head.
just his head shape is like Rizel's. The first time I looked at him, I'm like, wait, there's no way there's no ties to them.
Do you reckon he used to be hype at his young age, but now he's old, so he's all hunched over and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I reckon, right? It's not exactly the same as Raizo because Raizo has a really like stout body.
Yeah.
Orochi actually
Yeah.
has like limbs.
He has a kind of normal body.
Yeah,
He's
his
just an
hair's
old
just
man.
really
That's true,
big. Yeah. So he's not a lost cause.
Some people
Yeah.
say he's lost cause.
Alright.
Some people looking for that. hype.
Anything else about Orochi, Laz, you want to say?
I love his design. Look, as somebody who like kind of off topic, but like I love Gintama because the fact that like again it has a shogun that it deals with, it gets some comedy stuff into it. But like I really do wish those little elements are kind of found in Orochi a bit. Like obviously I would love to see the intimidating guy, the one that was able to pop a shot off at a CP0 agent. But if you got a funny side to him, man, look, I'll take it because it just makes for a great character. And I really feel like Oda's been waiting a long time to finally go ahead and make this arc and you have this character in it. So I have high hopes for him regardless.
Definitely. All right, now we move on to Sanji and Law. Somehow Law got here.
Okay.
So Law's hanging around with Sanji. Tells Sanji to retreat. Sanji's ready for battle, mate. Sanji's like, anyone comes here, I'll take care of them.
Don't worry about it, Law.
All right, Law's sweating as usual. Law is Law's always sweaty. All right. Sanji doesn't give a fuck. All right.
There you go.
Apparently the Toby Ropo are coming.
Yeah.
All right, the 6 strongest headliners. 2 of them, Mr. Drake, and Page 1, a new character.
Yeah, he looks.
And they're part of the strong group. Apparently, Hawk is not part of this group, but it could be circumstantial. Like, they didn't send him, but he's also part of the group.
All right.
And he just somehow appeared.
Okay.
Looking for Law. So, like, he could be part of the group,
Christian,
but, like, we don't know.
Drake's hybrid form. Thoughts?
We'll talk about this before. If you look at Jabra, you look at Rob Lucci, they've got this like weird human jaw.
Yeah.
And they look like they're wearing like a Halloween mask.
Yeah. They look like they're wearing a Halloween costume.
Yeah. In the hybrid forms, which is what Drake kind of looks like here.
Yeah.
He's got that fat neck.
Okay. He does have a fat neck.
He's got that big body.
He does thick.
All right. He looks good. I'm not gonna say he looks great.
He looks a little silly, but I think he looks.
the
Okay.
nose region. I
Yeah.
get it. I get what Oda's trying to do, but it kind of looks weird.
Yeah.
It looks good. I'm gonna say it looks good.
Page 1 just straight up looks like a dinosaur with hair.
I'm guessing he's in his full
Yeah.
dinosaur form.
Okay.
And we get interesting confirmation that dragon fruits
Yeah.
confirmed.
Okay.
So
In the official is Dragon.
So in the One Piece world, I guess they consider dinosaurs to be dragons,
Okay.
which is interesting. So does this confirm that Kaido has the mythical dragon fruit?
It
we
must
stop?
be. It must be.
Can we stop with
I think at this
Kaido's
point, yeah.
dragon? Because like we get other dragon fruits, and it's just like, come on, it's too obvious at this point.
Yeah.
Unless Oda's trying to say something
About
like-
dragons being real.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird,
All right. But it's there.
but it's there. So we get some confirmation about that. And Hawkins, in the official, says something different to the Scalations.
Yes.
Right? In the Scalations, they make it seem like Drake has a secret mission, something like that. But in the official, Hawkins is like, if I capture Law, it'll help you with your mission.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything about some sort of secret hidden Drake mission.
Okay.
So there's a difference there, and I think that's an important difference.
Now,
So
Christian,
that's the end of the chapter.
end of the chapter. Let's play the game that we played in Whole Cake Island
Yeah.
many moons ago.
Yeah.
It's called Will Sanji Get a Fight? All right.
Yeah.
Percentage right now. Will Sanji get a fight?
It's too early for the supernova to go down.
Okay.
Because if they go down here, they'll automatically lose all their hype, and what was the point?
Okay. Give percentage for me.
We'll
We'll check in every week, Christian, on the
Are we
percentage.
talking Act 2 fights? Right. now?
Sure, we'll talk Act 2 fights.
Sanji getting a fight in Act 2, I'm going to give a 15% chance.
15%.
Because it doesn't fit.
Okay.
Law's telling him to escape. If Drake goes down here, like, automatically he lost all the hype for the rest of the arc and all time.
Okay.
Because he lost. Like, as soon as someone loses, what's the point?
Alright.
I mean, unless Sanji goes all out, full beast mode, defeats Drake, and the Sanji love returns,
Okay.
maybe that could be something.
So, Christian, you're going to give 15%.
15% chance.
Laz, give me a percentage on the Act 2 Sanji fight.
I'm gonna be honest here. I could see a clash very well happening. I'm gonna give it at least. I'm gonna go 35, maybe 40%. 40% chance it's gonna happen. Yeah, I really do think that like the fact that they're setting them up right here, it doesn't have to be a legit all-out, fight to happen. It could still be a clash at the very least. You know what I mean? Like he runs into them or something, or something said, right? Because we know for a fact that just these two here, and then the other 6 are supposed to be coming, I think, or just the 2 right now.
A clash doesn't count, right? A clash does not count.
We played the game in Whole Cake Island,
Yeah.
and we didn't get a result.
Yeah.
He clashed with Daifuku, he clashed with Oven.
Yeah.
You get nothing. You lose.
He got nothing, Christian.
Sanji got nothing to Whole Cake Island. We wanted to fight, we didn't get it.
We didn't get the fight.
But here in Wano, where the arc is about fighting, we should get a fight.
Okay.
Alright, we should get one.
I give the Act 2 Sanji fight percentage, Christian, a solid 35%. It might increase or decrease during the weeks. We'll check in.
Okay, we'll check in with
check in
is Sanji
weekly.
going to get a fight?
Now, ratings for the people.
Ratings for the people. This chapter had a lot of interesting stuff in it.
Yeah.
A lot of confirmations. Orochi's reveal, CP0 stuff. The Frankie stuff at the start was like, alright, we're getting a little update on Frankie
Sure.
and his mission. I don't know, about 8 out of 10. I
8 out of
enjoyed
10
it.
for you.
Some really good stuff here. Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Laz, for you, out of 10 for this show?
Yeah, I'm thinking 8 out of 10 as well. I feel like again, like the whole stuff with Frankie, while it's funny when you see that stuff, but it really didn't progress too much because like now he's back to square zero rather than having something to do.
Yeah.
And then thankfully enough, from it went to Urashi to the end, it would really up the quality of the chapter.
And we
after.
should mention that Kinemon does have a lead on who has the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very least, yeah.
He gave
So
us
that's still in play. For me, I'm going to say 7 out of 10, Christian.
7 out of 10.
I'm getting weary of Zoro walking around, doing nothing.
Doing nothing?
Let's get Zoro involved in the arc. It's time.
Yeah,
It's
I
time.
feel like it's gonna come sooner than later. I mean, the Act 2, we know it's supposed to be the setup and stuff for it. I feel like sooner. I think he's trying to find his place for him. There's a reason why he's doing this. Obviously, some people like it, some people don't like the way the pacing is going for him at the moment. But listen, man, when he gets his moments, look, man, you might not see it. You might not see him doing the Birdman money hand rub, but we here, man, for it.
That Zoro music will play.
Big goat.
All right.
I can't wait for that return.
Now,
Can't wait for the
we're
return.
on a week
man.
break, but let's do some predictions. What's happening next chapter, Christian?
Anything, again, we're in the same position. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what could happen. Another transition chapter probably next week.
Okay.
Maybe we get the clash with Sanji and Drake. Maybe. That's a big maybe.
Okay.
Maybe we cut back to Luffy and Kid and Raizo. What's going on there? Maybe we get some Robin infiltration stuff.
So would you say we're at the situation where we're trying to set up Orochi, we're trying to set up all this stuff.
Yeah.
Straw Hats just lost in the void, waiting for stuff to happen.
Yeah, it's basically just like week by week, you'll get updates on like what Straw Hats are doing.
Okay. Laz, what do you think is gonna happen next chapter?
Yeah, I think just to kind of up the pace right now for like where the second act is at the moment. I think we're gonna find out exactly who has the blueprints. I really do feel it could be either the Robin Hood character or Killer possibly being there. So I feel like he'll get that little piece out of the way. I feel like now it's gonna tie into more like where Luffy and Kid trying to break out of the prison. I think now's the time you finally tell us who that guy inside the prison cell is that Oda's been hyping up. And I think that would be the cliffhanger. It might be if it's someone big. I feel like that would be a great way for a cliffhanger. If not,
who do you think it is? Who do you think it is?
It's so tough because it's like, in my mind, I would love it to be Scopper Gabon, just because I feel like it's been hinted for so long that it could be him having some kind of role in Wano. Like obviously with the color page, with I think it was on Twin Peaks with Crocus, right? So people think it could be him and stuff that's in there, and I think it would be nice to finally see another member of Roger's crew being there. So I don't like the idea of Oden because it would make no damn sense whatsoever. So I'm shooting for Gabon because I think they'll be like, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because it's like when we saw Rayleigh the first time, like his introduction, we saw him in a cell. So I think it makes sense to get Gabon in the cell.
And if scope is, we can get a little bit of training in, maybe some market training or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the most likely option is one of the samurai.
Yeah, definitely one of the samurais.
Yeah, I mean, that too. Yeah.
Well, that's the most likely option. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a high moment. Because, like...
Unless he does something hype.
Because I feel like Zoro's going to run into the Command Slayer.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're going to find the other samurai, and this is the perfect spot to find
Sure.
So, maybe it's another samurai.
Shall we move on, Christian? What's next?
What's next? How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question, how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer it. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
The God King.
But some people out there think Kaido's the strongest. Huh? Some people out there think Dragon's the strongest.
Come on.
Some people out there think Aimu's the strongest.
Oh my, stop.
And some people out there think Alkaid is the strongest. The sweatiest man on the planet.
The sweatiest man on the planet.
Alright?
Someone get him some tissues, Christian.
He's sweaty all the time.
He's sweating.
But they're wrong, because Shanks is the God King. And every week we come with 100% factual information.
100%.
100% factual information of how strong Shanks is. And this week we have. Shanks is so strong, he would know the plans of Kaido's castle just from the knowledge that they exist. Because all existence is known to Shanks, as he is the one who created existence itself. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
What's next, Christian?
That's it. Next topic. Topic of the show, Eric's upset with Wano.
Topic of the show, it's my time. Christian, I was on Brango's stream.
Yep.
Alright, I was talking about my problems with Wano, and not everyone was upset.
Okay.
Alright? Wano's the GOAT, Wano's the best. Now, I will add, I'm happy with Wano, Christian. We're here, we're progressing along. I know, we're 20 chapters deep, alright?
Yep.
The first 17, great, no problem. Alright? Maybe a little bit of problem at the start, but no problem whatsoever.
Yep.
But I find myself the last 3 weeks, right? 3 or 2 weeks going, especially this week and last week. What are we doing? Alright.
Okay.
That's my question to the people out there. And I've written some notes. Alright? Right now, we're at a strange place in Wano. It's clear that Oda is stalling all major plot points and plans to flesh out characters.
Yeah.
Alright? That's clear. Everyone knows that. That's what's happening.
Yeah, we're going to drift-fed plot.
Sanji, Usopp, Brook, Frankie now have no goals to further the war.
Yeah, where is Brook? We haven't seen him in ages.
Brook, we haven't seen him do anything.
Yeah,
alright? And it's clear Zoro's been left out of the plot at the moment. Clear as day.
He's just
Clear as
lost.
day.
He's lost doing something.
The recruit samurai phase of Wano is too long. Okay?
Okay.
They're handing out flyers. Alright? They're trying to recruit samurai. We don't really see an active recruitment, as per se.
Well, we can
We
see
did
who
last
saw.
week.
We can see who saw.
Last week and the week before, but a little bit.
Okay.
Alright. What I want as soon as possible, can we please start to plan the war effort in a meaningful way? Alright? I want to see a meeting take place before the Fire Festival to set up the battle strategy. I know the strategy at the moment is to turn up on the day of the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
And just make it happen. Which is a strange
They're gonna make it
battle
happen.
plan.
Don't worry about it.
But maybe I'd like to see a little bit more planning from the war effort. Alright?
Okay.
Can we see the Straw Hats actively work on war plans and efforts? I'll give some examples later what that could be.
Okay.
Can we see the Straw Hats work actively on recruiting the 3 powerful samurai?
Okay.
I want to see Sanji try and get one. I want to see Zoro try and get one. I want to see Luffy try and get one. As soon as possible. They're probably going to happen, Christian.
Okay.
But we're stalling at the moment. We're in limbo. Alright. I get that Orochi and Wano in general needs the love and the backstory and the lore.
We need the lore. We need
need
the
it.
setup.
I know we need it.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
I want to see all Straw Hats work on a mission that focuses for the day of the Fire Festival. That's what I want to see.
I think we're too far out for that.
As soon
We're
as
still got a
possible.
week.
Sure, but we can start those plans in motion. Now, I've gotten some examples of
Wait, counterpoints
happen.
first. Counterpoints first.
Counterpoints, alright.
Frankie is directly working on his goal to get the plans.
It's over now. What is he doing now?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, he's still got to prepare the weapons and everything for the actual
Exactly,
battle.
sure.
Because now it's
Well,
like the blueprint thing's gonna be left to Kinemon at the stage, right? Someone else is gonna be taking care of that. We know with him, he said, "Look, I'm gonna build, the weapons that we need to go and combat them." So now he's
Exactly.
free to actually do that. That's
Sure.
what he should be doing first. So
We know
yeah, I mean,
Robin. Robin is directly trying to get information to help the wife.
yeah.
No problem with Robin, no problem with Nami.
Nami also.
Yes.
Brooke, we don't know what's going on.
Brooke, we
there.
haven't seen him in 4 chapters.
Zoro was supposed to recruit samurai, but he's not.
yeah.
Sanji, he did his job. He gathered people. Usopp handing out the flyers.
Okay.
Important.
Yeah.
Important, but
Well, I
is
mean,
it
it's something.
engaging, Christian? Are you engaged in the plot of recruiting samurai?
I think we're reaching the story of Wano so far.
Yes.
It's not about the plot is happening in the background.
I know, Christian.
It's
Yeah.
about the characters.
I'm aware.
And you gotta wait out the phase.
But can we have them at least start their plans to move? All I'm saying is, like, you can have a page of Sanji
Alright,
in
this-
the chapter,
no.
but have him work towards a greater
This
purpose.
Rainbow Dress Rosa, we're at the stage of Green Bit, which is Rosa.
I'm aware.
With Robin getting captured by the Tontana struggle, the fucking law about the Tontana, Luffy's in the Coliseum doing whatever, everyone's doing random shit. We're at that point of the arc, and then they all converge, and they're all together,
Christian,
they all do their
but it
thing.
doesn't have to be this way all the time. We can change it up.
This is the way it is, because we've got to learn. I don't think it's a problem right now.
It's just weird and strange, and I'm getting like stagnant on what the plan is, and like, is this actually gonna happen? And what are we doing to make it
Yeah,
happen?
it's got to happen, alright? It's got to happen.
No,
But
I
we
don't,
gotta- we
I
gotta
don't
plan
expect
it.
this phase to last too much longer. But the last 3 weeks is it's becoming clear as day.
Okay.
Laz, any points you'd like to add?
Well, I mean, but that's the thing. It's like the second phase, like for the second act, basically, because I'm pretty sure like we're all in agreement that it's supposed to be 5 acts. The way that
Yeah,
Oda's kind of trying to
sure.
set this up. So, and the second act is what I believe is supposed to be like one of the shortest ones because obviously you have to tie in for 3, which is the actual battles going
The big
down,
battles, yeah.
climax, and then the resolution at the end. So. I mean, we could be nearing the end too. Like Oda could always throw the curveball and say, "Hey, listen, 2 more weeks left, and then boom, we're done Act 2." Like it could happen at any point. I think like for us, like just recruiting some of the people will be fine. I think will be a good moment per se. We don't have, like because I know your ideas when you're saying like we should grab one character, try and convince them, have a moment spent on them, right? So like trying to bring these people like Denjiro, Kawamatsu, and stuff. But
Yep.
I feel like to have like One Piece's own moment will be once everything's together, right? And let's say there's conflict, like they're unsure if they should be doing this or not. Is where we get the big speech, let's say from Momo or say from Luffy, heads of the alliance, telling these people like why they're doing this, why they have to do. Like we're trying to make a change. Have some kind of like a motivational speech once you gather everybody together afterwards. I think that would be a good way to put it because you have people now that aren't sure if they should go or not or whatever. And then once you get the motivation from those people that are at the top who are taking care of this entire thing, that's going to change the whole ball game after. So
Okay.
The recruitment I think is fine at the moment, but obviously I would love to see eventually Kawamatsu and Dendro because I think now would probably be the best time to get them in here so that it doesn't stay stagnant. So,
all right. So some of my ideas of what the Straw Hats could be doing. All right. Have the samurai that have been recruited gather and start talking about the war. All right. That's one. Usopp could go on a scouting mission to go and have a look at Onigashira Island.
Yeah.
Maybe looking over the place and over the bay and identifying perhaps a tower or a sniping tower that he can take over for the battle.
Okay.
Maybe that's an idea.
Maybe.
All right. Maybe have Chopper tag along with him. Who knows? Have a Straw Hat tag along.
Yeah, Chopper's
That'd
not
be
doing
nice.
much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frankie can work on destroying the factory. He seems to be good at that.
That's what his job was in Dressrosa. I don't know if he did so well.
Or maybe he can start building siege vehicles, perhaps needing to steal materials, Christian.
Okay. All right.
I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Maybe have Sanji infiltrate Oli Island as a chef to gain intel to help Inu, or help Inu with the food for preparation for the battle.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe he becomes a chef, starts getting information off the head chef, all that kind of stuff.
So you think we'll maybe see more of the the cuisines, like the recipes and stuff that he had back at Kambaka Kingdom?
Sure.
Yeah.
Throw that all in.
That'd be a good time to bring
we
it
thought
in.
we'd see that in Hawkeye Island, and we didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the Sim Sim cream is one of the recipes. Didn't get confirmed, but
Yeah.
You know, Law maybe have him steal medical equipment for the war effort.
okay.
Brooke and Robin start the Poneglyph hunt. All right.
I think that in itself for Robin might have to come after the conversation with Orochi. I think once she starts finding out little details and stuff, then she just goes in and does her job.
Next point. Robin and Nami are fine at the moment with things to come later. I'm okay with Robin and Nami.
Yeah.
We have some 10 days to battle, give or take. We need to start picking up the war effort, Christian. We need to start actively doing stuff.
But it's a secret
can't all
rebellion.
happen in one day.
It's a secret rebellion. We can't start
I know. But we need to
gathering
start preparing.
shit. Okay.
I expect the stalling of the Straw Hats plots to end shortly.
Okay.
Maybe a few more chapters. But that's my point. That's where I'm at for Wano at the moment.
You feel like it's meandering a little
I
bit.
feel like we're kind of like lost in the water a little bit with this recruiting samurai stage. Not really actively, like, we don't see characters specifically being recruited. Just dudes, no names.
Yeah.
You know, maybe have those samurai deliver why they love the Kazuki, maybe some lore,
Okay.
stuff like that. There we go. That's my little critique of Wano so far. In the long term, it'll be forgotten. This will be a same situation as like Skypiea, where they spend 3 chapters explaining
Dials and
the dials and the water and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is where I'm at the moment.
Okay.
Not upset at Wano, just a little bit kind of out of place with where we're at the moment. Retort.
I mean,
I don't know.
if you look at it, it's like the week-to-week experience, honestly. Like, I think once it's like when we read it all together, once it's completed, we come to have more of appreciation. But
Sure.
I do feel like, it's almost like with Just Rose, like the week-to-week, it was looking at some good moments, and then it took a while to get things going, start slugging around. Like, even Whole Cake Island, man, it was notorious for that too, like having that kind of pacing. So, I mean, this is, again, just the little things. Look, Oda has really been waiting to make this arc for like a long damn time. I'm pretty sure like even these little things right now, it's gonna come into something really big afterwards. So trust Oda.
I have no doubt they'll add up to something good.
Sure.
You just gotta give it time. You can't. I know you want to see the Straw Hats and then be active in the plot, but we need to get closer to the Wano cast.
Sure.
Because otherwise, when they get defeated or when they do something hype, it's not gonna have that.
Not gonna carry. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, don't take that away from them, right? Don't
Yeah.
take that away from them. But just we could have a half a page of Frankie being like, "All right, now it's time for me to start on these weapons or whatever. What do I need to do?"
Yeah, make it meaningful.
Engage the next plot lines instead of just us stalling a little bit.
All right.
There we go.
Maybe. I don't. Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean, but
We'll see. It's not a massive issue, but it's how I'm feeling at the moment. And maybe people getting irate on Braga's channel. I thought I'd just like put my notes there.
because Wano's the goat, and
Yeah,
it
I don't know.
cannot be
Whatever.
silent.
People are like, "Oh, what do you mean we're doing stuff?" I'm like, I can't explain it with 10 people talking over me.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Now it's time for the power scale.
Power scale. Cushion, explain the power scale to the people if they didn't see... Well, they didn't see it last week, so new people, what are we doing?
Alright, the power scale is very simple. We talk about characters and we put them on the list of how strong they are.
Yes.
Now, list is not in order. Doflamingo is not stronger than Rayleigh. It's just the order in which we put them on the list.
Put them on the list, yeah.
Now, it's a tier. So that means they're not all the same strength. There's a top and bottom of said tier.
Yeah.
So they're not
and
all
it
the
fluctuates in between.
Exactly. So, for example, we have Zoro and we have Oven in the same tier.
Yeah.
Now, Zoro would be up higher in that tier, and Oven would be lower in that tier.
Yeah.
It's just the tier system.
Okay.
And it's not a straight up list.
Okay.
Right? So that's a tier system. Every week we put 2 or more characters on the list. And we just talk about characters, how strong they are. Sometimes we'll pick Spandam.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll pick, I don't know, like Kaido.
Sakazuki.
Alright?
Those tend to be easy.
It can be anyone. We
Yeah.
can pick from the cast. Alright?
Okay. That have shown something, at least.
That we know a little bit about.
Okay.
A little bit. Alright. Who will see? I'll go first.
Okay.
Alright, people have been asking me for months. And then they're finally going to get it.
Alright.
Usopp.
Usopp.
Mm,
Hard one to
okay.
pick, Christian. Hard one to pick.
Now,
Where are we going on this list? Where do you want to start?
do not even talk to me about Treble, because he got absolutely destroyed by Treble.
Okay.
So we're talking around low mid. We're talking Boa Sisters. We're talking Hiroshima. We're talking Senior Pig. Maybe Mac Vice, Hydruden, that kind of level.
PX units.
PX units, he could take him down with a little bit of work.
Could Usopp defeat a PX unit on his own right now? That's the question I ask.
If he has distance, if he has traps, if he has setup, yes.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You think so?
honestly, man, I put him in the middle category. To be honest, I think like people look at someone who's like long distance snipers or like
Yeah.
long distance fighters and stuff and think like you just touch them then they're gonna lose. You know what I mean? I don't think that'll be the case scenario because you gotta think about it too. End of series, he's gonna be facing someone like Van Ogre in a different island to island fights.
Yeah.
Possibly, right? So you would have to think like now, especially since we're in the arc now where everyone's gonna get the next step up. I feel like he has to be already on the cusp of going to the next step. So I like him in the middle section. I think he is higher than the Orochima. I think he's right around like maybe below where Peckham's is and stuff. So I like him in the middle.
Do you think he's stronger than Chopper and Nami?
Yeah, I would say define stronger because we're going by physical strains.
We're
It's gonna
going
be
by overall package.
as a
Overall
total
package.
package. I'm gonna be honest. Man, because the thing is, I really love that weather out of Nami because I think she will do wonders with it. But obviously, once Zeus goes back, I gotta get to Usopp. I like Usopp a little more. Yeah.
Here's the thing people don't talk about with Usopp.
Yeah.
He knows how to take punishment.
He does.
Every
Yeah.
arc, he's getting his head kicked in. He's
Pretty durable.
His nose broken multiple times
Yeah.
an arc.
Oh, mate.
He always gets up. He's always fine.
Okay.
So you're gonna give that to Usopp. He knows how to take the punishment.
Yeah.
Now,
He's got tricks, Christian. He's got tricks.
how strong is his sniping equipment? We've got shuriken, we've got fire, we've got his ultimate wolf,
Explosives.
sonic nose thing.
Plant stuff.
He's got
Yeah.
a lot of variety with his plants, with his
But
sniping.
what's the damage threshold of those utility items, Christian?
Here's the thing. That's the problem. How strong are his attacks?
Blows up
the
that
attack
dude.
potency.
Blows up that dude in Fishwood Island. I forget the name.
Little
fish
the cookie cutter shark guy.
Yeah.
He gets him with the
Explosives.
the
Skull
shark.
explosives.
No, the fucking what's the wolf called? His
Yeah.
wolf attack.
But he blows him out of the hole with that. Doesn't
Sure.
knock him out. How strong are these explosives, Laz? What do you think of his web firepower?
They're pretty deadly, man. Like I think anyone just getting hit at that's getting damage, and especially now with time passing, like there's got to be more impact to it. Definitely,
Yeah.
like this. Yeah, I definitely like that.
We must bring up the Luffy versus Usopp fight. Usopp crafty, all right?
You can't.
Yeah.
If Usopp has prep time, it's like Batman.
He's crafty.
He can do something. He's not gonna beat Luffy.
Yeah, he's a
He'll
great
do
tactician.
something. Right, he'll do something. So we're gonna give him that at least.
Yeah,
I like the intellect on display from Usopp.
Okay.
Right? He made the climb attack, which is an incredible feat on the intelligence
With-
stat. All right,
With Frankie's help.
not back in
new one.
Alabasta.
Right,
All right, when he made the climb attack,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Okay.
Right, Usopp has the intelligence to carry him in a fight.
observation haki now.
He now has unlocked observation haki. Can he use that in straight combat? Can he dodge shit with it? We don't know.
Okay.
It's mainly just sensory shit. We don't know how good it is. We don't know if he's trained it in the week of Whole Cake Island when he wasn't there. We don't know.
Okay.
He's a long distance character, and people overlook that.
Yes.
People
Yeah,
overlook
they
the
do.
long distance fighters. You know, people might be sleeping on Capone because he's a shooter. He's a long distance type of fighter. He's a defensive type of fighter.
Okay.
There's heaps of different types of fighters, and it's about the whole package. So long range is a massive factor.
The big question for you, Christian, is he above Nami and Chopper? That's the question for you.
With distance, I think he beats Chopper. Nami's a little more crafty with the mirages
And the
weather
weather.
stuff.
Yeah.
But he made that weapon.
That's true, but
Yeah,
does
so
he
yes,
know?
like, you know the workings, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe that's true. But
Yeah, I mean,
does,
It's hard to say, because if he beats Nami, I'll give him middle. But if he can't beat Nami,
Okay.
he has to go low mid.
all right, we have.
What's the story, Christian? What's the story?
We have. Here's the problem. Here's my problem. I don't think Usopp has the firepower to take out someone like Brook, because Brook doesn't take fucking damage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard Brook, you're gonna damage him with bones and explosives. I think Brook has the speed to outpace Usopp.
Crocodile. Is he in the same
Yeah.
list as Crocodile?
No,
Crocodile
come on,
Alabasta.
no. I'm sorry.
Crocodile
I love
Alabasta,
Usopp, but no.
Crocodile and Alabasta versus Usopp now.
I don't see it happening. How can Usopp hurt him? He might be able to have some water.
Yeah,
in
he's gonna strangle
storage.
Usopp. I'm sorry. Like,
We got Dorian Brogy.
nah, the
Maybe.
Giants. I still like them. Yeah.
Maybe. Full power Hody Jones, no chance.
Okay.
Alright? Treble, he got washed. Absolutely destroyed.
Destroyed.
By Treble.
Yeah.
So, and Treble not even a Logia.
Okay.
We thought he was a Logia, not a Logia.
Okay.
Which is interesting. But that's a story for another time. Kobe. Right now.
Kobe-
Does
Kobe
he beat
got
Kobe
stronger,
right
yeah.
now?
Kobe got
I
to be
think
stronger.
Kobe
I
has
think.
sufficient haki to dodge the projectiles.
Now, has Kobe ever fought anyone? No.
Just inanimate objects he's for. So we don't.
We don't know. Peckham's. Can he be Peckham's? Peckham's got the haki, the shell. He's a veteran of the New World. Here, I don't think Usopp has the fight. That's the problem. He has the tactics. He has the long range.
That's gonna be the
does he have
problem with
the fight
Usopp when he moves in, when we start getting into Emperor fights.
And that's the problem with snipers in general. What's the story with the firepower with snipers? Because we've got people like Luffy destroying cities with attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, people have talked about haki bullets, all that kind of stuff, but we know bullets are easily dodged.
But at the end of the day, they're bullets.
At the end of the day, they're bullets.
These
Like,
characters take far more punishment than bullets.
and they're bullets. They don't travel fast.
Yeah.
Like we got Luffy dodging laser beams.
Okay.
Like, that's the problem we're having with snipers.
You know,
right now.
future side observation haki predicts the trajectory.
We can
Stuff-
talk about
stuff
that.
can happen.
We can talk about that end game Usopp action.
Yeah.
Alright, that's end game Usopp action.
But we're talking
We're
about
not
right
here. I'm gonna
Give us a verdict.
have to go low mid
Okay.
for Usopp. I don't see him breaking out of the weak trio
Just yet.
just yet. I understand he has observation. I understand that. I need to see more firepower.
Okay.
Because Judge, I think he gets defeated by Judge. He's got the tech as well.
Yeah.
He's got considerable skill. He can catch Sanji.
He
And
took a big-
Sanji's got that speed. He can catch Sanji's leg.
Yeah.
He can do. He's immune to fire. He's got all kinds of gadgets.
Took
and stuff.
punishment for Big Mom and didn't die. That's a feat.
He's got that as well. So
There we go.
it's gonna have to be low mid for
Low
Usopp.
mid for Usopp. Now, Mr. Laz, who have you brought to the table this week?
Well, I see a stern individual from the worst generation. We gotta put respect on today, and that is the Madi Monk
Mad
Rouge.
Rouge.
Now, I'm thinking instantly. I'm gonna think high mid, instant pick. We can talk higher, we can talk lower. High mid is what I'm thinking. On that Pika, Frankie kind of level.
Should we
But we can go higher if we want.
talk about Delfro? Massive speculation in the community. We still don't know what it is.
Some kind of karma devil fruit.
Okay.
Some kind of reflection counter type of devil fruit. He has to take the hit and then he can deal it out.
Yeah.
We don't know what it
We
is.
don't know the threshold.
We don't know if he has to survive the hit.
Haki's
to
a
be able
question
to-
mark. Assumed Haki because he fought
'cause he's-
Snack.
Assumed Haki because he's a Sky. He's part of the Skypian.
Yep.
Skypiea sort of Skyline, the Bilkin kind of thing going on.
Yep.
So he could have that ancient kind of Haki.
Now, the feat that everyone knows about.
He defeated Snack.
He defeated Snack. Where does that put him in your mind?
Now, Snack on the lower end of the commanders, 600 million berry bounty. Is he on the level of Perospero? We don't know. We don't know.
Laz, give us your thoughts on Rouge. Because it's
Well,
your
here's my thing, man. Like, if a Snack, I recognize him regardless of where he is now, bounty and everything. I recognize him as a low high for Snack. So if Rouge is eclipsing that, he's the lowest I can give him is low high. But considering he lost to Cracker, right? And again, I still believe Cracker snuck on him and everything, but I would have to give him at least low high, maybe creep into high. Because he did defeat a commander. And looking at the other guys below in the list, like a Sanji or Zoro, right now, until we see him in the fight, are not being commander, but we are expecting to be commanders this arc. So right now, if we're based on right now, then I will give a Rouge ahead of them.
So you give respect to the title and the rank of Snack.
Sure, but the question mark on Snacks is
We don't know.
he got defeated. He got defeated.
He's a commander. That's a thing. He's a commander.
Is he? That's true. He is a commander. Why isn't Daifuku or Arvin a commander?
We don't
You're
know.
gonna ask that question.
We don't know specifically.
So by rank alone, you gotta put. We'll talk about. Maybe we'll talk about Snacks later on.
Yeah.
But you gotta give Arouge the credit.
You have to give a Rouge.
You have to give Arouge the credit. I'm gonna have to go low high. Anything higher than low high, I think is insanity. If you start trying to talk about high, I think that's a little insane. Because we've seen nothing. We've only heard.
Yeah.
We've only heard. We've seen Luffy in a fight against Katakuri, against Doflamingo.
We've seen Jinbei, the vagabond drill.
We've seen all the people.
Law.
Yeah, we've seen all these people fight, and what they can do. We've seen Arouge do nothing.
Okay.
Maybe a little calmer things here and there in Shibondi. So it's gonna have to be low high. I can't go higher.
All right.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I could always add to Rouge and say, listen, he forced Kaido to jump off a sky island.
Okay.
So
maybe,
I mean, hey, come on, like,
a little bit of head cannon there.
hey, we might have to put him in the top 4. I don't know, man.
There we go. All right, so we'll go conservative
for
on
Arouge. We'll go conservative.
for Rouge.
Already,
Low high.
I like it.
For me, just Rosa character, Straw Hat Grand Fleet member
Okay.
of the Triple X fighting gym.
Okay.
Ideo.
Ideo. Do we have Ideo? I think
We do not have
Ideo.
Ideo. I looked beforehand.
Exploding Karate.
Now, people don't remember this character.
I remember
He
this
is the
character.
long-armed member of the.
He's the
Triple
captain
X.
of the Triple X.
Yes, he's,
Yeah, he's the
he is
captain.
indeed the captain.
Okay.
He has explosive karate, whatever that means, Oda. All right.
Yeah,
Whatever, it's a
whatever
martial
that
arts
means.
technique. All right. Fine.
It's awesome. We know that
Now
much.
he's a Triple X.
Whatever.
we don't know what that is. He's a Triple X world champion, Christian,
What does that
in
mean?
boxing.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's
Go-
talk feats. Colosseum taking out goons.
Okay.
Loses his block to Luffy
Fair enough.
and Donchin Chao.
Don't you jail? Yeah.
They get swiped out of the way.
Yep.
Swiped out of the way. You're in my way. Get out. They get thrown into the pit.
Yep.
He gets caught off guard by Pika, and then gets a hole through him by Dillinger.
Yep.
Just Rosa. Still able to get up and move, so that's kind of a, durability, whatever you want to call it.
He didn't even take out. He didn't even take him out.
never took
Hakuba
out-
took him out.
Yeah, Hakuba took him out, but the caveat is he was distracted. So there you go.
Okay.
Defeated some.
We're gonna have to go down the list
Yeah, we could definitely
We're
go
gonna
down
have
the
to
list.
go down
Christian.
the
We'll go
list.
down the list.
because
It's the martial arts.
sure
dude.
he's a martial
no haki
artist.
to be seen.
No haki. Weird martial arts.
Long arms.
I don't know.
which
Long
is,
arms,
I
extra
got-
reach.
I got issues with long arms, but we'll keep that aside.
Gets taken out by Dillinger, which is like the lowest rung of.
It's
of
not good.
those
It's
Luca
not good.
family.
It's not a good. It's not good for a day.
Ah man, I'm thinking low mid or high low. To be honest,
What,
Caribou level, Sheep's Head,
Laz, what do we think about it?
Toshigi, Absalon.
Yeah, it's because I'm looking at it, right? I see a low mid. I see here we got like Harjuin and stuff there. I'm thinking, okay, if he's a captain and Dale has the same ranking as a commander within the Grand Fleet, I think that's you got to put him there at least. Like I know the Dillinger thing does kill him a lot,
Yeah.
but I still put him there because he's gonna have time to progress and build up from the loss that he had.
Sure.
Middle. High mid. Man, it's gotta be. It's hard because Hydroid
Does he beat Jabra? Does he beat
We're talking about CP9 members.
CP9 members? Jabra and Ryuma.
Jabra,
Jabra,
Khalifa, whatever. Do we see him beating those people?
I don't know.
I think right now
he's got one gimmick. He's got explosive fists, and we know CP9 have tech eye. They can dodge. They can duck. They can weave.
Yeah, I trust the boxer.
Do we see any real speed feats from
No,
Dio?
not really.
Do we see any real durability feats?
Perhaps the ripping a hole through his stomach is a feat.
Is it though? It's a Dillinger. I mean, Dillinger did take out.
Dillinger's not a
What's his
particularly
name?
weak individual, Christian.
He took out Springman. What's his name?
Bellamy.
Bellamy. He took out Bellamy.
When we do, if Bellamy's on this, Christian, when we do Bellamy, it's gonna be
Terrible.
It's gonna be.
I mean, Bellamy's got Haki.
Sure.
So
But-
let's not.
But it's Bellamy, Christian.
Well, yeah, it is Bellamy. So we're trying to finagle him up.
Ideo gets a PX unit. PX unit tends to be the marker
Of if you're competent or not.
of if you're competent or not. PX unit for Ideo, Christian.
I mean, we gave Olympus. And Olympus. I think it's fair to say he's low mid.
Okay.
Now some people might not be upset by that. He's at least competent in a martial art.
Okay.
That's what we can say. He's been fighting for a long time. He's got that expertise in his field.
Yeah.
So he is a fighter. Right? That's what he does. So I at least give him that. Does he beat characters like Jabra and Bruno?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
We don't know how necessarily strong those explosive fists are.
That's true. We never really see him hit anything major.
Yeah. So there we go, Christian. We'll go low mid for Ideo. Generous.
Generous for a day.
Generous.
Low mid.
Okay.
Alright.
Now,
fair enough.
power scale over. Christian, we go to the question corner
Question time.
to answer the people's questions. I'll repeat again, if you skipped
The start.
the start of the show, you can put your questions in the comment section below and then we'll go on the segment.
Yes.
We'll answer any question.
Alright. First question on the list. From Polyglyphs,
Yeah, sure.
I think. How can you have Queen and King below Cracker? Alright, this is due to the top 30 list.
Okay.
That we did last week. How can you have King and Queen below Cracker? Saying we don't know anything about him, but you put Ryukyu at 11 because you got to respect the rank. Same with Dragon. Why don't you respect King rank as the first hand? Now, my list of characters had Jack, King, and Queen next to each other in order of rank.
Yes.
So Jack, Queen, King. Because that's all we know. All we know about King is that he's stronger than Jack. That's all we know.
Okay.
So what do you want from me?
Alright.
We know
Yeah,
Ryukyu.
Christian,
We know Green Ball is in the Admiral tier, so we put him up there.
Alright.
That's the way it works.
Now, Christian, I will add, I pointed out this hypocrisy during the show.
It's not hypocrisy.
Alright.
It's not. Because I know one thing about King. He's stronger than Jack.
Yeah.
And he's stronger than Queen. That's all I know.
Okay.
That's all I know. I know one thing about Green Ball. He's an Admiral. Therefore, he's in Admiral tier. That's all I know.
Alright.
Alright?
You
So
know,
it's not hypocrisy.
Alright.
Alright?
So we answered the man's question. That's why he
That's
did
the
it.
logic.
That's his logic.
If you don't like that logic, I can't do much about it. Alright. Next question from Michelle Callis? I don't know. Big Mom isn't a swordsman, question mark. Most of her attacks use swords. This is
Now, Christian.
related to a comment we made last week. Now, Big Mom, not a swordsman. Come on, we know this. It's
Laz, would you define Big Mom as a swordsman?
No. No, I mean, look, she has it's part of the gimmick. She fights with it, but doesn't define her as a
exactly.
My definition, 99% sword attacks. It has to be
all sword attacks.
All sword attacks. You can't have
punches, kicks.
punches. You can't. You can't have Zeus, Prometheus,
all other all the kinds
a
of
host of abilities,
shit. Okay.
all that kind of stuff. It has
Would
to be
you say Kaku was a swordsman?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have
we
to, because,
primarily we've seen him with the swords. So yeah, I mean, definitely got to categorize him as a swordsman.
Okay, so Big Mom, not a swordsman. We could all say that.
Yes.
We could all say that.
Yeah.
Big Mom, not a swordsman.
Definitely.
From Jekko D Dragon. What will happen to the question corner when the channel grows so big there'll be too many questions to get through?
Now this man's optimistic for us. That's good.
Yeah, optimistic.
Optimistic for us. Now, when we hit 10,000 subs or 100,000 or whatever,
Yeah, we'll go to the.
we will remember the OG people, Christian,
Yeah, okay.
and we'll put priority on the OG people.
But I don't want it to be turned into a
boys' club.
A boys' club.
All right.
So we're gonna go. When we get big, it's gonna have to be email only. You're gonna have to go the extra step
Extra step
to email the question because
Okay.
we've got less of those, and it'll be way more manageable because we'll get emails.
Sure.
We'll just start pulling from those. That's a little inside baseball for the
Alright.
people.
We didn't even discuss this, Christian. But who knows?
That's how it's gonna work.
All right.
I already made this.
Christian made the decision.
All right.
There you
From Return the Slab, he returns. Christian has a respectable list. There we go.
go. All right. Go on.
Alright? Silver's putting Hancock in his top 20 is absolutely insanity, and I would agree. Would you agree with that, Laz?
Here's the thing. I had her like in the back end in my top 30. Like she was like, I'm trying to remember. I think it was 28 or something around there, give or take.
Respectable.
But the thing is, I don't hate Silver's placement for it because it's like I really do feel like we kind of undermine her because you gotta look. She has all three forms of hockey,
That's
right?
true.
And I think any character that has to have that in no shape or form should be considered like low tier garbage. Like that, those characters should be in the upper echelon in the series.
Oh,
It's
my
just a
man,
matter
top,
of.
top 20.
it's
It's a bit high.
You got
Yeah.
Commanders, you got Louis.
And here's my thing to that because honestly, I do like feel like she is in the top of the warlords, like her,
Sure.
Doflamingo, Mihawk, around that range, right? Give or take. So again, I think it comes down to her matchups too that haven't helped her because it's like I don't want to discredit the vice admirals and say they're weak or the pacifistas and stuff because it's like that was Marine 4, that was what was going on and stuff. But I want to see her face somebody of her rank. I want her to face an actual commander.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
pretty sure he put Hancock above Luffy. Do you think that's insane?
It's so tough now because it's like for me to say anything, we have to see
Yes,
Hancock
sir.
fight.
Okay,
In an
cool.
actual fight where she's of rank, then it's like, okay, we can see. Because I don't know, my physical strength, Luffy should be able to win when I think of that because of the fact that we haven't seen Hancock in an actual fight against someone for rank.
We shouldn't talk about Hancock versus Luffy because he's immune
Exactly. He's
to
immune.
everything.
All right, he's immune. He's immune to the devil.
So he probably wins because of that. Like he's immune to her ability. There you go.
All right. The most shocking placement is that, he reckons.
Okay.
Eric, my guy, you put Luffy over Ben Beckman. I love Luffy significantly more than the next guy, but let's be reasonable. Please.
Now,
I'm surprised no one had Aibu on their list,
oh my god.
just so the high below.
Jesus.
No one had put Aibu on the list. Because Aibu
Listen,
is the biggest question mark in the series, and I will not allow it.
Okay.
Alright?
it's like you just cut paper. Like how is that gonna tell me you're the
He's
strongest
got a-
character in the
he's
series
got a
and you cut a
knife.
piece of paper? Yeah, I've seen people say like it's justified. No, it's not. Yeah, there you go. Nani, like what? Like
It's crazy. Everyone thinks he's the secret
Now,
hidden villain.
let me talk about Luffy again. In my mind, he's surpassed First Commanders. That's in my mind.
That's crazy. That's absolutely insanity.
We've gone past it. He's got to fight Emperors now. It's over. All right. We don't have time for Luffy to fight Commanders.
I can't even entertain this notion because he has not beaten a commander in single combat yet.
Yeah.
All right, so
he has
what are you
beat
talking about?
Katakuri.
Big category.
He beat Katakuri,
He beat Katakuri.
extreme diff
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of caveats and whatever.
He's stronger now.
Maybe.
I think they fought again. I think Luffy takes honestly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Luffy-
I'm fine with that take. But is he above Ben Beckman? All right?
No,
is
because
he above Mr. Is he above him? No.
Mate. All right. Luffy's gonna be an emperor.
Kizaru Sweaty.
Yeah.
Kizaru's sweating Beckman.
I'll say that about Luffy soon.
Okay.
I'll say this. I'll say this with the admirals. It's like he's not winning against them, but I think come after Wano, he'll definitely be able to stand toe to toe with, like actually be able to stand the distance at the very least with them. As to him winning, it's like,
He should be stronger than Ben Beckman after Wano. There's no reason why he shouldn't be.
All right. Now it's time for the actual question
Okay.
instead of just pre-rambling.
Rampant speculation.
All
Yes.
right. What are your dream individual Nami and Robin fights?
Oh,
Now, I want to see Nami use those staff skills. She has them. Don't say she doesn't have them.
all right.
Because if we see in Orange Town, she has those staff skills. I want to see them. Taking goons out with that staff, swinging it around, doing some cool martial arts stuff. Use it in conjunction with the weather. Find people, set up weather, use lightning, use all the crazy techniques.
Okay.
Endgame Nami, gonna be an absolute force to be reckoned with. No doubt. Alright? No doubt in my mind. You can say whatever you want about Nami. But people sleeping on her. Alright? Saying she's nothing, she's weak, she's trash. No. Alright? Don't sleep on Nami.
All right. Don't sleep on Nami, Christian says.
The dream fight, I don't know. Someone strong. She beats them with her intelligence and her combat ability. Because she beat a member of CP0 or CP9 in Water 7.
Okay.
She can do it. She just has to have the intelligence and the know-how to beat strong people. She can do it. She can get it done. All right?
Christian's got faith in Nami, 100%.
I've got faith in Nami. Now, Robin.
Yeah, definitely.
Robin? Let me see a fight with Robin. Just something. Anything.
She's long overdue for one. Yeah.
At this point. I want to know if she has Haki.
Okay.
I want to know. The data book says she doesn't.
Okay.
But, we all know Oda can change his mind at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Does she have armament Haki? Can she make giant power mochis out of nowhere using a devil fruit?
Okay.
Who knows? It's possible with Robin.
It's possible.
Robin has such a broken fruit and she never uses it.
All right.
Yeah, because honestly, if you were to put this into like another like genre like seinen manga, different demographic, right? It's like she literally can be snapping people's necks for the fun of it. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like it's perfect, like that kind of fruit. I feel like and Wano, I think, because of the fact that it's going to be such an army-based battle where it's going to be a lot of team-ups and everything, it's probably the best showcasing we're going to get for her fruit. Like, she'll be wiping the floor with a whole bunch of armies and stuff, utilizing that.
I need a 1v1 Nami fight. A 1v1 Nami fight and a 1v1 Robin fight.
Yeah, in this arc especially,
Yeah, I'm getting tired of not seeing the girls in action. Okay. I want to see them.
Yeah, I was gonna throw this in here too because I was thinking like you guys see them facing off against the headliners, at least like the ones that aren't. Let's say like the Monster Trio, we know it's gonna be commanders and above, but those guys who are underneath, like the Namis, the Robins, Usops, the headliners, you figure at least, especially let's say the Tobi Roppo people, those guys, you think you would probably see them facing off against them because I think they'll be good. At least that they aren't that far behind.
I mean, we have 6 of them, and we have 6 other Straw Hats.
Exactly.
So it makes sense to have them, yeah.
I mean, Drake, none of the weaker characters to take out Drake. I mean, let's be real.
All right.
So, maybe
there's
5 extra characters around that they can fight.
Hold them versus Nami.
It's just weird because Drake, I feel like someone who could flip so easily at some point in this arc. Because if you know the history between like his character and everything, he has way too many ties to what the end game for Wano is going to be. So I expect a flip soon from him.
Exactly. So Nami Robin, just give me an A fight. That's my dream fight for Nami Robin. A fight.
Anything.
He's
desperate. He wants anything.
All right.
Before we move on, does Robin have any dragon techniques from the man dragon himself?
That's crazy.
I expect to see it.
She wasn't in that area. She was in To Kill a Wolf, not part of Dragon's squad per se.
She met Zabra. She met Koala.
That's true. Was she trained by Dragon? I can't say that, and I'm gonna say no.
All right.
But she would have said something would have been mentioned.
She's a quiet person. She doesn't say anything.
She doesn't say anything.
She has no lines in the story, Christian.
No, she doesn't say anything. I get it. But
come on.
I mean, getting trained by Dragon is more hype than getting trained by Rayleigh.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Because Dragon's definitely in the top end of the series.
All right.
I mean,
He's my top one, but
If Robin ends up being in Wano, we find out Robin is like in the monster trio. That's crazy. Because she was trained by Dragon.
All right.
That's insane.
All right. Next question, Christian. We'll have to wait and see on Robin.
From Sound Al Manair.
All right.
Now that's I probably butchered the shit out of that.
So
But let's
we apologize.
Another thing about my list
All right.
last week. The calamities are weaker than Cracker. Lol, Christian's list is funny and people really need to stop overestimating Shanks as he is as strong as Mihawk, not stronger. Now, all I have to say about that is this.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Shanks is the strongest. And he's the God King.
That's the good king.
I don't need to... What else do you want me to say? Every week we say it.
Every week we have the evidence, Christian. We have 54 pieces of evidence.
Every week.
Go look at them.
Alright, no, Mihawk is not equal to Shanks. That was 10 years ago when they used to duel. They don't duel anymore. What do people talk? I hate this new
You gotta
spin.
you gotta talk to Dritz about this because he's gone off the deep end with Mihawk.
This new spin.
has he?
Yeah.
This new spin where Mihawk
Oh
is
my.
on the same level as Shanks because of the Vivi Book comment.
Yeah.
Where Mihawk is waiting for someone to surpass Shanks. They dueled 10 years ago, pre-Shanks losing the arm.
Now, Christian,
It's been 10 years.
Christian, we see what happens in 2 years.
Oh, exactly.
All right, relax, people out there.
Relax.
Shanks is the God King. Everyone knows it. Next question. Surprised he gets thrown out of court
I'm
for that.
surprised-
I'm surprised he gets thrown out of court for that comment.
He might have got thrown out of court if I was more angry.
Okay.
But it wasn't. All right. Because people added their list in the comments below.
Yeah.
And we had some crazy lists. People putting Shaggy in the top 20.
Oh my god.
Because of the Rocks hype. I saw Rockstar in the top 20.
Must be a
Rockstar
meme.
must be a
Good
meme. I don't know. I saw some crazy lists in the comments. The comment section, you had crazy lists, alright? You definitely had some crazy lists. Some lists, some conservative lists, all good. Just don't put Shaggy on your list, because that's complete wild, head-canon speculation.
Indeed.
Alright? We don't need that. Alright. Next page of questions. Alright. From Sed. Or Sed.
Hey.
Do you think Zoro will get, or already has Conqueror's Haki? Because Rayleigh does, and Roger was he was the Roger's right-hand man. Other right-hand men have Conqueror's Haki. Does Zoro have Conqueror's Haki? Now, let's just go through the speculation that it's been hinted at.
Okay.
Fishman Island. He said to Luffy knocking out all the 50,000 fishmen or whatever, 10,000 fishmen, that if he couldn't do this, Zoro would have to take over as captain. Now that implies maybe that he has Conquerors.
Okay.
Because he knows about it. He recognizes Luffy's strong in it,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Now, let's go over to Pug Hazard. What he did to Monet, some people say that's Conqueror's Haki.
Okay.
Right? He could have Conqueror's Haki. I don't doubt it. He has the ambition for Conqueror's Haki.
Sure. Like, that doesn't matter, though. I will put it out there that the ambition factor doesn't matter. Because Oda just gives Conqueror's Haki to everyone.
You have to have a strong will. That's
Yes.
the only stipulation.
Strong
and
will
we know
must be
Zoro
there.
has the strong will.
Yes.
He took the pain for Luffy.
We know what Zoro's done.
Alright?
Christian. We don't
Zoro
need-
has that strong will, and I could see him having Conqueror's Haki. He just has to unlock it and use it.
Maybe.
I wouldn't blink at it.
Yeah.
I would be like,
Yeah,
that
that-
makes sense.
I feel like we gotta see more though from I like to call it Hockey of the Supreme King. If we go by the viz, so like the Hockey of the Supreme King, it's like we gotta see more than just knocking out fodder. I think Oda eventually. I feel with this arc, it could be finally the time we get to see what else it can do,
Yeah.
and then it's like after that, then it's like okay, we look at these other characters, they possess, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna hold back on Zoro just for a sec, only because I want to see Oda explain a little bit more on it before I say, okay, this guy got it,
Yeah.
that guy got it. You know,
For me, I've resided Conqueror's Haki to a hype piece and a hype mechanism. And for that reason, I believe Zoro has it and will use it at some point.
Because Zoro's the high man.
Now, if he unlocks it in Wano, he has to go through a whole system to actually control it.
yeah.
No, I guess.
So he probably has it. There's no reason for him not to have it, alright?
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like if you go with the right hand mans and stuff, like Rayleigh
Sure.
had it. Thing had
And-
I expect Scott Bergamon to have it if we view Sanji as the third, like in the Monster Trio. So like the Monster Trio by the end of the series should have
And at
Conqueror's
the end
Haki.
of the day, right at the moment, Conqueror's Haki doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah, I
Specifically,
guess.
so-
Kinda. It only means you have like a strong will. That's it.
So
Right.
I expect Zoro to have it at some point.
All right. From Zodiac Hollow. Whose sword tastes better, Zoro's or Shanks's? Now the answer is Shanks. Because Shanks
That's not a
is-
question for me, is it?
It's not a question.
It's a question for everyone to answer.
Okay.
The question to answer is Shanks because Shanks is the God King. That's it.
He still tastes
I don't
better,
know.
obviously.
I don't know. Well,
Zoro's sword would taste like his own mouth.
Because he sticks in his mouth.
Yeah.
So, Shanks' sword would taste like glory,
Yeah.
victory,
Yeah.
domination over Sakazuki. That's what it would taste like.
Yeah.
Because it blocked his sword and made him do this. Alright?
Absolute domination.
Absolute domination. That's what Shanks' sword would taste like.
Yeah. And it have a smoky flavor, Christian, because of that lava.
Exactly.
There we
So
go.
it tastes better. Easily.
Shanks'
Easy.
sword wins.
Alright.
There we go.
There you go. From Hamza Geo. In Whiskey Peak, Luffy's decision to straight up went in with killing intent to fight Zoro. Maybe because he knows he's strong. Didn't make sense to me at all. So he's basically talking about the random Zoro and Luffy fight in Whiskey Peak.
And what's up with it?
And what's up with the fight? Now, it's weird.
When we reviewed it, we discussed that Oda had to answer the question
Yeah.
at that
Who's
point
stronger?
in the story.
People are asking.
Yeah.
And he decided to say they're equal, which is weird. Because we all know Luffy's stronger,
Okay.
alright? Come on. At this point.
Now, the crew dynamics and, what makes sense, would Luffy kill him, etc., etc. I think at that point, Luffy was, in a way, testing Zoro as, like, his captain role. Because he's like, you can't attack people that helped us. You can't be a murderous pirate
Yeah.
in that way. But
Luffy
didn't know the
was trying to
situation.
be the captain and be like, hey, why'd you attack these kind people? Now, did he listen to Zoro? No, he didn't. Did Zoro even try to explain himself? No.
Okay.
They just waited for the kill. Nami had to break it up. Alright?
Yeah.
So, it's a weird fight. It's strange. I wouldn't put too much thought into it.
Okay.
Because it's like a weird kind of...
Yeah, and
Thing.
like weird things happen at the start of the story that like Usopp leaves Zoro for dead
Yeah.
at the start of Arlong Park, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's still the start of the series.
Yeah.
Oda's still trying to find his feet.
So yeah,
I wouldn't put too much, stock into
thought
it.
into it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the questions that we have for Christian. Is that all
That's
the
true.
questions?
That's all the questions.
That's all the questions. We come to the end of the show here, episode 54.
Yeah.
The first episode of the year depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
With our boy Commodore Laz. I always say Commander. It's Commodore.
Don't worry, the upgrade's coming soon.
The upgrade's coming soon. There we go.
He's gonna get ranked up.
He's gonna get ranked up.
Yes, sir.
So tell the people what's going on in your channel, man. What can we expect from the man if we go to YouTube?
Well, I mean, listen, man. I treat myself like an artist at times when it comes to YouTube, where it's like I don't want to just throw stuff in just for the sake of throwing stuff in. Like I'm all about quality now. This year, especially, is something that I'm kind of looking at more like ideas. I kind of want to branch out a bit more of like discussions and stuff. Try and throw more things onto the channel that maybe is out of my element a little bit, but I know it's gonna probably bring in more people to kind of see that I'm more than the guy who just reacts to chapters or has like the live stream here and there and stuff. So but if you're interested in the One Piece greatness, of course I'm there for that. If you're fans of Haikyuu, The Promised Neverland, Jujutsu Kaisen, new series and Jump by Cover, Kingdom greatness, all that good stuff, then look no further than Commodore Laz.
One-stop shop for anime greatness.
Anime greatness.
Mhm.
And he's growing fast, people. Get on the train before he's too big to be in contact with.
The wagon's filling up, guys.
The wagon's filling up, so get on board early. Now, for us, Christian, JoJo show happening.
It is happening. There was a recap episode this week, so instead we are going to do about 5 rounds of the Fashion God tournament
To fix the hole.
to fix the hole in the bracket system. Whatever.
Okay.
Recap episode now. It's gonna come out late because we're away, and we gotta get this out first because we gotta guess and stuff. So we'll get the JoJo show out probably tomorrow. We'll film it tomorrow.
Yeah, probably we'll do it tomorrow.
We'll film it tomorrow. Put that out the day after this goes live. So don't worry about the JoJo show. It's coming.
All right. Everything's covered. Now, surely if you get this far in the video, Christian, you subscribe to the channel.
Sure, you got to the end. Why not?
Make sure to subscribe, guys.
Come on board. We're growing quick. We're getting bigger and better guests on. I don't know if I want to say what's going on later during the month. What do you think about that, Laz? If you get what I mean. Do we say anything about it?
I think we gotta stay tuned. You know, you gotta give him a little bit, but you don't give him nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta keep your
things are happening out there in the One Piece.
Keep your eyes
community,
on.
so
Keep your eyes on.
out. Every week we're here. Mondays depends on the time zone.
Yeah.
You're at. Shanks is the God King, Christian.
Good night.
All right, we're done. Sweet.
Sweet.
Hey.
We appreciate
That was
you
awesome,
coming on,
man.